Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brenda, and for today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing another Christmas decor haul. So I'm so excited to be sharing everything that I've collected within the last couple of weeks, and everything that I purchased is from different stores, so I will make sure that I mention where it's from while I'm mentioning it. But anyways, if you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. And let's go ahead and hop right into it. All right, so we're gonna start off with my first item. This one I think is definitely an underrated piece. I haven't seen many people share it, and I'm gonna be the person to do it because it is gorgeous. And honestly, I didn't know that it was called a swag until this year. I'm still learning. I'm freshly new to the decorating world, even though I've been doing this for what, like 3.5 years now, but I'm still new at everything. I'm always learning something new every year. This one is from Walmart. I believe it's only like $13. I already have it pre-decorated, so this is basically like what I'm going for, but it only comes with the greenery and a red ribbon. I ripped off the ribbon and I made my own. So anyways, this is what it looks like. I believe this is cedar. It is so beautiful and so lush, and it looks so realistic. You could easily add a little bit of lighter green if you wanted to. I know a couple of my followers did that, and actually was one of you guys that sent me this, and they were like, you're gonna love this. So I ordered 3 of them, and I'm absolutely obsessed. I have these bells that are from World Market. Unfortunately, I only was able to find one, which I'm so sad. I actually need to go online and see if I can find them online. But I just added this little collection of bells that all comes together like this, and it was only $7.99 too, which is crazy for like how beautiful these bells are. So this is the bells, and then the ribbon is also something that I made. These are from Amazon, and I will have a tutorial on how to make these bows once I start my decorating videos, like my Christmas decorate with me's. So I will have a tutorial on how to make these beautiful bows. And yeah, so you could easily, if you wanted to, you could like spread this out and just kind of like have it drape more. The only issue with this one is that the back, like the back stem is one long piece. So I'm not entirely sure how you would split it in half to like have it be even, just because this one is kind of like the whole thing. But I just have it hanging like this in front of my picture frame and like my picture light. And then this guy, I just kind of like cut off. I like cut it with my, my little clippers. It used to be connected up here, like just one big hoop, but I brought it down and I cut it like this. That way it would be a little bit shorter. So anyways, there will be a whole tutorial on how to do this once my videos come out, but I did want to share this with you guys because it is a beautiful swag. Absolutely love it, and for the price, totally worth it. All right, moving on to my next favorite item. This one is a little bit on the pricier side, but I think it is so worth it if you want your home to just be a little bit more unique and, I don't know, a little bit more designer-like. So this one is from Pottery Barn, and this is actually, I believe, the first like brand new item that I purchased from Pottery Barn that I really decided to splurge on. This is only $100, but I do think that it's like, I don't know if I'm like willing to spend $100 on a tree skirt. I still did it. And on top of that, nobody told me that tree skirts are only made for smaller trees, like 7 foot and under. I did not know that, unless maybe I'm like looking in the wrong places. But I've gone to Joann's, I've gone to Hobby Lobby, and obviously Pottery Barn, and they don't have any bigger tree skirts unless they're all sold out. I'm not sure, but this one is a beautiful scalloped tree skirt. It is so gorgeous, absolutely love it, and I just love the scalloping of this. You guys know that I've been really loving scalloping lately, and when I saw this, I immediately had to get it, even though it was $100. I still think it's worth it. It's such a beautiful, just elegant, just rustic and just designer touch that you can add to your tree. Moving on to some items from Hobby Lobby. So this first one I had actually seen when I went to pick up my boucle ornament pillow. If you guys didn't see my previous haul, I will leave the link to that one down below. But anyways, there's been like this really popular ornament, like off-white ornament boucle pillow, and I have it sitting on my couch right now. And I also had seen the snowflake one. I didn't really love the color of it. It was a little too like a bright white, but I went back and I actually really love it styled separately, away from the ornament one, just like to add to it. So it's this one right here. It is so pretty. As you can see, it's really white. Honestly, it doesn't look terrible when you have it just like sitting in like an accent chair over here. It kind of like really just gives it a good contrast with the other, you know, moodier colors. And since we're talking about pillows, I also picked up this gorgeous gingerbread man pillow from Joann's. This one is going to be a popular one this year for sure. And this one actually comes with a red scarf and red buttons. But if you're not following me on Instagram, then you probably missed it, but I did a DIY and I made it neutral because I'm crazy like that. It had a red scarf and red buttons and I was like, no. Like, no way. I love the gingerbread man like vibe and the whole concept, but I can't do the red on it. So I did a DIY on it and I covered up the scarf with just like linen fabric and I ripped off the buttons and literally under it was already white, just like the eyes. So this is what it looks like. It's not the best DIY, but it works and it looks so cute and it's much more my vibe. It's more neutral. And she's got a linen scarf. I mean, hey, that is cute. So this is another find that I also got. And if you get it with their coupon, you can get it under $20. And speaking of gingerbread man stuff, I went to Marshall's and I found this gorgeous vinegar and like oil and vinegar cruet. I believe that's what it's called. And it's a little snowman. And this is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. So hopefully you guys can kind of see that. But there's a little snowman in there and you just pour your oil in here and you can just have it sitting in your kitchen and that's it. It's so beautiful. I'm so excited to have this in my kitchen. And it has a little spout, which is just perfect for like your oils and everything. You could honestly probably use it for something else if you really wanted to, or just not put anything in it at all and just use it for styling. But I definitely am gonna be using it because it's cute. So I grabbed this one at Marshall's. I believe it was only like $7.99. Moving on to Michael's. So these I also shared on my Instagram, and it is these beautiful little faux gingerbread man cookies, I guess, or whatever you want to turn them into. You could turn it into a garland or ornaments like I am. You could even just add them into a cookie jar if you're crazy like that and you just don't want to make actual cookies just for displaying. Totally worth it and totally a vibe. And then they also have the faux dried fruits. So they have pears, oranges, and apples in there. And I think it's a set of 2 of each fruit, if I'm seeing those right. I think so, maybe 3 of each. But yeah, so they're these as well. And then what I did is I am turning them into ornaments. So this is kind of what that looks like. I already have my tree decorated and I'm gonna take everything down to redecorate so that way I can film my videos. But this is basically what I did with the cookies. I turned them into little ornaments with some velvet ribbon, but I'm gonna be hanging them backwards so they actually look a little bit more realistic as if I actually made cookies. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. And I'm still gonna be making gingerbread cookies, like actual like baking, just for us to eat and for the kids, just for that like the festivities and doing fun stuff. Moving on to my next favorite ornament. This one is from Amazon, from the brand Creative Co-op. I'm sure you guys have heard of them. They have some very beautiful items. These bells are so pretty. They're like this really cute little like almost scalloped little hats. And they ring and everything. They have this really nice jute twine and I am obsessed with these. They're just giving that nice vintage touch. They're a little bit pricey, so I only got 4 of them, but they're just a very beautiful touch to add to your trees if you want to just have a little bit more character and whatnot. The next one really caught my eye. This one is from Joann's and it is these gorgeous pomegranate ornaments. They come with red ribbon. You could easily keep this if you want to. I decided to change it and I added white ribbon instead. But I think this is like a perfect little red touch if you just if you're like me and you just kind of like are trying to add red, but it's not necessarily like your vibe. I think keeping the red ribbon would be really nice. So anyways, this is what these look like. I think my idea is I'm gonna be using the rub and buff to turn these into gold instead, just so they match with everything, but I don't know. I'm still debating on it. I kind of really like the mixed metals look, so having some, you know, golden bells in there and then some silver. The red was kind of throwing it off with the gold, so that's why I changed the red to white, but we'll see. I might end up doing gold for these, but I'm still kind of leaving them like this, just taking it in, letting it, you know, settle, and then I'll figure out if I want to turn them gold or not. Moving on to my last favorite ornament that I've picked up. It is this beautiful one from the Hearth and Hand collection at Target. I absolutely love these. Like the second I saw them, I was like, this is so beautifully like handcrafted, and I just love it. They're very unique. This is what it looks like, and obviously it opens and it looks like that. It is beautiful. The ribbon, same thing. I was considering changing it to a different color ribbon, but honestly, once it's hanging on the tree, you can't even see it. It like blends in with the branches. So I've left it like this for now, but once everything's hanging and I've let it, you know, settle and just taking it all in, then I'll figure out what needs to be changed and whatnot. Moving on to my second purchase at Pottery Barn for the year, and it's this beautiful bell candle. It is so gorgeous. This one is $39.50. And obviously it opens and it has a candle in there. And what I love about this is that once it's done, you can literally refill this with more wax that you can get from Michael's. And just literally it's an everlasting evergreen candle because you can refill it whenever you want. You could use it for any season if you want to. Bells typically like are more in the Christmas season and the fall season, but honestly you could use it year round if you wanted to. Moving on to Joann's again. So this one's gonna be a little bit of a controversial item because signs are like kind of out of style now. But I was like, you know what? Like this is cute and honestly I don't care. So I found this at Joann's and it's this beautiful LED sign. It just says ho 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 on it, and I thought this was honestly like so elegant, so like chic. And I'm gonna have this in my kitchen. I don't know, something about it, I really like it. Some people might like it, some people might not. But it's cute, and it's like a warm white that it gives off. It's really bright though, but other than that, I'm obsessed with it. I think this would look cute in like a little bar cart or on your kitchen counter. And then also from Joann's, I grabbed these gorgeous stems. I'm not really much of like a frosted greenery type of person or whatever you want to call it. I don't know the correct word. You guys are always correcting me in the comments, so if you know what the actual correct term for this is, let me know down below. But they're these gorgeous stems. They're frosted, whatever the word is, and I love that it has some green showing through. I believe these are going to be frozen juniper berries, possibly, maybe not. But I just love the way they look. I'm going to be using these in my entryway. I believe I grabbed 6 of them. These are running for $9.99 with 40% off. It might be 30. But yeah, I wanted to share these with you guys because they're also really pretty. These are so, so beautiful and I absolutely love them. Moving on to the next item, I finally caved on the Kirkland's Norfolk garland. This thing is a beauty, you guys. I don't know why I waited so long to buy them, but I think I know why I waited so long, because I loved it so much that I had to buy like a ton of them. But yeah, these are so, so beautiful. This is the 6-foot one, 5-foot one, and I'm gonna give you a little close up here. I've compared this one to the one from, what is it, A Floral, the one from World Market, and I will tell you that the one from World Market does not compare at all to this one, at all. This is like its own beauty. This is the exact replica of the A Floral one as well, so you could get either or. The Kirkland's one is cheaper, but if it's sold out, highly recommend going with the A Floral one. It's the exact same thing, just a little bit more expensive. Moving on to HomeGoods. So I wanted to have some pieces to style on my shelving, and I typically like to style in 2s, and they have to be different heights, but I want them to be like the same thing. So it took me a while to find them, and I didn't want to buy something that was like a Target because then everybody has it. So I finally found these guys, and it's these beautiful Christmas trees. They're wooden, very high quality, they're really heavy. I believe this one was $14.99 and this one was $12.99. So I'm gonna style them together like this, probably in my hutch in here. If not, it's gonna go upstairs in my, what is it called? In my shelving. For some reason I had a brain fart, but that's what it looks like, and they are so cute. Okay, so moving on to the next item. This one's from Amazon, and this isn't really a decor piece, but absolutely necessary, especially if you're going to be hanging garlands on your stairway. Also, if you guys haven't seen my reel on Instagram for my stairway, definitely go do that. That way you get a little sneak peek of what everything's going to be looking like. Anyways, these are just these like clear reusable zip ties from Amazon. They look like this. They're just like these little guys right here. If I'm being completely honest, I prefer these way more over the greenery like strap ones. You know, hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. It's just like those plastic, they look like, you know, the Christmas tree branches, and you can use them to wrap it. I don't know. I absolutely hate the look of those little greenery thingies just going around the banister and then the garland's like down there. So unless you're like covering it up, I think it's a good, you know, solution. But honestly, I'd go with these clear ones instead. They look so much better and you can barely see them like from far away unless you're like going up the stairs. So for like aesthetic purposes, I would go with these instead. They're reusable. So you literally just like put it through this hole here and then you, hopefully you guys can see that. And then you like push it up into this other hole and that will lock it in. So these are also awesome. I believe there's like packs of 50, packs of 100 and all that. So however many you need. And that's what I purchased from Amazon. Okay, so I have two last items from Target. The first one, it is these flocked ornaments. And it is a 6 count. They look like this. Hopefully you guys can see that. And they are beautiful. So I did pull them out. They don't flow very well with my Hobby Lobby ones. So we'll see where I end up hanging these. I might hang them with my ornaments, or sorry, with my stockings. But for the price, $10 is really good. I am gonna be having a giveaway on these as well on my Instagram. So make sure you guys go over there if you have an account. But yeah, so I'm gonna be giving away a couple of these and we'll see how we style these. So I grabbed, I believe, 4 boxes of these guys. Last but not least from Target, I also grabbed this beautiful, like, fluffy, whatever this is, blanket. And it just looks like this. It's like this really nice, neutral, like nice beige color. I won't say it's taupe. Maybe it is a little bit, like on this side. I think it's a little lighter than a taupe, but it's very pretty. And I love it draped over my couch just because it adds that nice like coziness look to it, but nothing too crazy. The knitted blankets I love, but unfortunately with like kids and stuff, and if you're using them often, they'll start like pilling and they get all nasty and then you have to toss them because they're just not good anymore. So I'd rather go with something like this instead. And my last and final items are gonna be from HomeGoods. So the first one is this beautiful garland, and this was $16.99. This one I grabbed for my kids' bedroom. It has these cute little reindeers on it, which I thought was super cute. And I just love the neutral look that it has. So I got this, and then I think I might add some red here and there, like a little red ribbon or something. But that's what I grabbed. And then the last 2 items are these gorgeous stockings, and they just look like this. This one is my absolute favorite for sure, but I wanted to kind of alternate it with a different looking one. So I grabbed 2 of these and 2 of these, and they just look like this. They're so, so beautiful and so luscious and so full, and everything about it is perfect. These I believe run for $14.99 if I can remember correctly. I think the tag is, yeah, so $14.99. And again, these are from HomeGoods. That is what this one looks like. I had actually purchased the Target ones, the brown ones I released, and then the other white ones, like off-white, but I ended up returning them. Reason being, one, because they're so popular and everybody's gonna have them in their homes this year, and I just want it to be, not that I wanna be different, but I wanna be able to give you guys other ideas and other alternatives other than what everybody else is gonna have. So I decided to grab these instead and return the Target ones, even though they're really pretty. And then my idea is I'm gonna find either on Etsy or something, or I might just DIY them myself. I'm gonna do like some felt, or not felt, some wool little like thingies to hang on here. That way each one has like a little unique thing to it, and that way we can identify them for each family member. But anyways, that is basically everything that I purchased. Definitely let me know if you guys have any of these items. Again, if you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of days, wander around